The Cuban intervention in Angola, codenamed Operation Carlotta, began on the 5th of November 1975. When Cuba sent combat troops in support of the Communist-aligned People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, MPLA, against the pro-Western National Union for the Total Independence of Angola, UNITA, and National Liberation Front of Angola, FNLA. The intervention came after the outbreak of the Angolan Civil War, which occurred after the former Portuguese colony was granted independence after the Angolan War of Independence. The Civil War quickly became a proxy war between the Eastern Bloc led by the Soviet Union and the Western Bloc led by the United States. South Africa and the United States backed UNITA and the FNLA, while communist nations backed the MPLA. Some 4,000 Cuban troops helped to turn back a three-pronged advance by the SADF, UNITA, FLNA, and Zairian troops. 23. Later, 18,000 Cuban troops defeated the FNLA in the north and UNITA in the south. 23. Separatists from the Front for the Liberation of the Enclave of Cabinda, FLEC, fought the Cubans but were defeated. In 1976, the Cuban military in Angola reached 36,000 troops. Following the withdrawal of Zaire and South Africa, March 1976, Cuban forces remained in Angola to support the MPLA government against UNITA in the continuing civil war. 34. South Africa spent the following decade launching bombing and strafing raids from its bases in southwest Africa into southern Angola, while UNITA engaged in ambushes, hit-and-run attacks, and harassment of Cuban units. 35. In 1988, Cuban troops, increased to about 55,000, intervened again to avert military disaster in a Soviet-led People's Armed Forces for the Liberation of Angola, FAPLA, offensive against UNITA, which was still supported by South Africa, leading to the Battle of Cuito-Cuanavale and the opening of a second front. 36. This turn of events is considered to have been the major impetus to the success of the ongoing peace talks leading to the 1988 New York Accords, the agreement by which Cuban and South African forces withdrew from Angola while Southwest Africa gained its independence from South Africa. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Cuban military engagement in Angola ended in 1991, while the Angolan Civil War continued until 2002. Cuban casualties in Angola totaled approximately 10,000 dead, wounded or missing.